Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. And as you can see, there's a lot of red on the map. That's because when we left off, we were right in the middle of a war between ourselves, Duke Dietrich IV of Upper Lorraine, and Duke Hendrik III of Lower Lorraine over the county of Trier. It had actually gone pretty ill for us the first few months of the war. Duke Hendrik had us pretty much over a barrel, including he managed to do it by having a pretty large force and a number of allies that he didn't have in previous battles. And then he also executed some pretty impressive feints, two of them I think. One where I thought that he was staying put and I was going to congregate here in Metz with my army, and then suddenly he marched into Metz without me even noticing it and took out my army before it was fully formed. And then there was another feint, I think, or maybe it was just bad management on my part, I can't recall, but he faked me out a couple times. Ended up screwing me over. But we ended up in a bit of a pinch, getting a relatively middling-sized force back into Trier. And then he was forced to come fight us. And when we were on the defensive, we were able to take out a larger force than what we ourselves had. Now we've paid a pretty heavy cost, but right in the middle of a siege on, what is this? Nope, not you. On Trier, the county capital. Almost wrapped it up. It's going pretty well. It's moving pretty quickly. But we have this problem. He's got a force that's basically the size of our current army, marching from, looks like Metz or Nordgau into Falls. He's got this force, which I'm kind of surprised he didn't mesh these two together. He's got a force of almost 400 up there, and a couple of other smaller forces, 225 over here, 135 over here, 48 over here. If he were to put all these together and try to smash us, he'd probably succeed, but I'm loath to break the siege right now because it's so close to being done. I could perhaps break the siege and march out to meet this force and beat it, possibly. But I don't want to do it when the siege is so close to being over, because then that would restart the clock, obviously. I'm going to gamble and say that I can finish the siege and hold off any forces that he might send in against me, even if they're somewhat larger than mine. Hopefully, if he does decide to siege Falls, if that's where he's actually going. This is actually his ally, it's not even him, so I think, anyway. Well, anyway, we'll get to it and see where it goes. Also, one of the bigger coups in the war on Duke Hendrik's side was that he killed Duke Rudolf, Duke Dietrich's brother, who inherited. Okay, let's get the full picture here. Where would I see that? Realm tree. No, not that. Dynasty tree. Yes, here we go. This is actually. It's been a bit of a crazy couple of episodes here. We had Duke Dietrich III of Upper Lorraine, who was only the second character we played as. Duke Dietrich II of Upper Lorraine was the first. He served as Duke for a very long time. And when he passed away, he, by virtue of his brother Gerhard dying, who was actually the voted for heir, his brother Gerhard died right in the nick of time, basically. And his son, oldest son Dieter, became the Duke. But then he croaked rather quickly, and Rudolf, his brother, became the Duke. And then Rudolf was actually killed in battle against Duke Hendrik III, and so then Duke Dietrich IV became the Duke. Now, Dietrich has a son named Dietrich. Rudolf had a daughter, but died before, when he died, Dietrich was still his heir. So it's been a bit crazy here. Suddenly 3 of Duke Dietrich III's sons have served as Duke, and all within a matter of years. Now Duke Dietrich IV, hopefully he'll have a little bit longer reign, but his traits also suck, which is another thing we'll have to confront here, because under Duke Rudolf we could handle a domain size of 4 titles. Now we can only handle 2, but we still have 4, so people are hating us for being over our limit. so I may have to give some away, but I won't sort that out till after this war is over. So let's unpause it and increase speed some. What? Lies do hurt people. The truth? I think I can handle the truth. I don't know why this has happened just now, but apparently I'm losing the trait deceitful. Oh, also I'm wounded. That sucks. I'm lustful? When did that happen? Losing the trait deceitful. Okay. Well, my diplomacy's gone up, but my intrigue's gone down. Rather a neutral result there. Okay, where is he going? He's going to Mainz. Why is he going to Mainz? What's the story with my heir? Gerhard Chatenois, my cousin. Well, he's at least a Chatenois. I'm going to nominate my son, though. And see who decides to go along with me. Siege of Trier, victory. Okay, hang on. Let's pause it then. Whoa, yeah, look at that. Army of 3,400 marching around out there. So basically, he's combined all his forces except this army of 600 down here in Lorraine. Also, his army isn't that big. That's the total number of forces marching there, but he's really only got about 1,400, it looks like. Bishop Arnulf and Bishop Dietrich. Army of Bishop Philip is not him, I think. Anyway, victory in the Siege of Trier. We lost 671 men, that sucks, but we hold the county now, so the war score is going back in our favor a bit. The longer we control Trier, the higher the war score goes, but we're going to need a few more victories before this becomes any more impressive. Again, Swabia is basically like running the show for him. His allies are contributing way more than previous wars in which I've kicked his ass, so that's what we're dealing with. My liege, my mission to Trier has so far been a success. During my visit to the court of Prince Bishop Georg of Trier, I seem to have managed to make him understand what a benevolent and pious ruler you really are, and he sends his regards. Bishop Popo is continuing to turn in excellent performances for us. Well done, Popo. So that puts our bishop's opinions of us. Everyone's in favor of us over the Pope except for Bishop Henri of Saint-Ouen. But he views the Pope at 100, so there's no chance that we'd be able to catch him. Okay, sorry gang, had a slight interruption there, and now I can't remember where I was. I was looking at this, and then I think I said I just didn't care about Bishop Henri because he just loves the Pope too much. Although, you could send him... I could send Popo there and hope that he lowers Henri's opinion of Anastasius. Why isn't he going for the antipope? I don't know. Let's try it. He's in Saint-Ouen. Can we move him yet? Yeah, we can move him. Go to Saint-Ouen, Bishop Popo. And Godspeed. Right. Oh, our army jumped back up to 1,500. Henri Chatenois, my cousin, who I think was my potential heir, right? Gerhard Chatenois, my cousin. Okay. Nobody is really voting for my son. That's fine, though. Okay, so here's the thing. The war score is back even. Ooh! The old wound is finally healed, leaving a pretty grotesque scar behind. Ew. Lose the trait wounded. Gain the trait scarred, which increases my prestige by a small amount. Anyway, what I was going to say was, the war score is back to even. Oh, even in my favor a little bit. My son... Okay, hang on one second. Let me just finish a thought. But the only way that I could... Whoa, what is he doing over there? Again, it looks like those bottom two armies are not his. So right now it looks like the top three are his. He's got an army of... Ooh, he's got a pretty impressive army. No. Sorry, not the top three. Two of the top three. The top one and the third one down are his. Those red named ones. So really, his army is only 1,400 or so, which is not as impressive as mine. Although his army down here is basically we're all reinforcing right now. I've gone up to almost 7. Yeah, reinforcing 96 soldiers per month. Reinforcing 8 soldiers per month. Reinforcing 8 soldiers per month. So anyway, what I was going to say, my finishing thought was, I could take my army and march out and siege some of his holdings and try to end the war sooner, but then, if he marches on Trier, I have to march back in and relieve his siege. Lift his siege, rather, which then gives me a penalty attacking him, and that's the same problem that he had trying to attack me earlier. I don't know if I want to leave Trier right now. I could march out and try to get a decisive battle against his army or start sieging his holdings, but I think I'm going to play it conservatively right now and just let the war score build up. My gold is okay, I'm not losing it too fast, so I won't panic just yet. Anyway, excuse me 1 second. Sorry. Actually, now I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm good. Hang on. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, my mute button turns on a light on my microphone, but the microphone light is now covered by the wind protection on my microphone, and now I can't see the light. So I have to. If I mute it, I don't necessarily know that I've unmuted it without moving it and looking. But anyway, back to the alert here. My son Dietrich is a charitable little rascal. He just gave his newest toy to the smith's son. And again, I'm making the decisions based on whether or not the character has the traits to make a specific decision, not on whether it's strategically sound to decide a certain thing. So it looks like he's being charitable. I could say he's turning out well. I could praise him publicly, even. I could thank Jesus. Or I could tell him charity is for naive weaklings. I'm brave, I'm zealous, lustful, kind, proud, gardener, gardener. +2 to stewardship. So man, your base stewardship just sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. I was gonna say, even with gardener, you've got a lousy 4 stewardship. Okay. I think I'm leaning between, well, zealous, thanking Jesus, but also proud, praising him publicly. I think I'm going to praise him publicly. I think the pride is taking over there. Dietrich gains 5 prestige. Presumably that's my son, Dietrich, that gains prestige. Okay, so, yeah, again, it's kind of playing a waiting game in the war here. I'll up the speed one more so we can get maybe to a point where there's some action. So what is this revolt? Judith of Swabia. Oh, so there's a revolt that this Duke of Swabia has to deal with, huh? Interesting. The Duke of Swabia is the largest contributing ally to Duke Hendrik's. Why am I having difficulty clicking on the goddamn... There! That's what I'm trying to click on. I don't know why it's not letting me, but it's being weird. Let me pause it for just a second. Yeah, the Duke of Swabia is contributing almost half, well, more than, well, yeah, basically half of Duke Hendrik III's forces. And he's currently wrapped up in his own little revolt here. I wonder if I couldn't be a little bold and step out and try to siege some holdings. I think I might risk it. I I don't think they're going to be leaving there anytime soon. Or if they do leave there, it will just be, I bet, Duke Hendrik's men and not the Duke of Swabia's. Let's try it. Siege in Ulick, which will take a while, but... Aha! Look! Look! He already got here. Yep. He's marching another 730. My army's gotten back up to 2,200 even. Maybe before the siege gets too deep, I should race back and try to smash this army. Let's see. You're running away, huh? Oh, 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 he got away fast. Okay. This one was born to Gerhard, my cousin, and Elizabeth Wilfredsdatter, named Gerhard. Welcome, Gerhard, to the family. Okay, so yeah, he's just trying to avoid me right now. Arrive on Mans. Can I get to February 22nd? February 22nd. I bet you that when I unpause it, this guy will stop marching. February 21st. Ah! Yes, let's do that. Lower the speed a little bit. Yep, that's a total shellacking right there, it looks like. Victory in the Battle of Frankfurt. Pretty much destroyed his army. Didn't really pay too much of a penalty myself, and increased the war score by 4.7. Let's march to Falls and see if he'll stick around long enough for us to kick some butt. Looks like he will. Nope. Wait a minute. Trier on March 18th. Metz on April 4th. March 19th. Damn. If we march there. March 18th. I bet you he'll stop marching. Yep. That's exactly what he did. Metz on April 3rd. Metz on April 11th. March 24th. Yes. Okay, good. We'll be able to smash this force before they leave. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yes, 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 yes. Battle of Worms is ours. He lost 700 men. Oh god, okay, hang on. Yeah, these last few victories have gone heavily in our favor. So now, the Duke of Swabia is... I don't see the Duke anywhere. It looks like... Duke Hendrik III is getting old, man. He's 50 now. Swabia is still contributing forces, but I don't see him marching around anywhere. Yeah, look at all these defeats in the middle here. Those were really... This one was... that was the worst. I think that's the one where he fainted on me and changed direction of his forces. This was another bad one right here. This one I think was because I thought that his forces were suffering from low morale. I was actually seeing the low morale of another army that was not his, that was marching in the same direction as him at the same time. So I jumped the gun and ended up getting trounced. And then this is where things turned around. He came into Trier, I think. Oh no, maybe this... No, yeah, he must have... This must have been it. Where he came into Trier to fight me. With a larger force, even. And, got bounced. And that turned things around. Here we are with a 21% war score in our favor. Alright, so let's see. I think maybe let's march back to Ulick and let's go to kind of a garrison does he have? Because this garrison is pretty large. And it would take a while to do a siege. It's a pretty impressive one too. Liege has a not super huge one. Let's go to Liege. While we do that, let's confront this right here. Candida, my courtier, might fancy me. Who is this woman? She's married to Wilhelm Chatenois, my cousin. She has a daughter. She's Italian. Now here's the thing. I know without even looking that I am lustful. I think I would try to make a move. Just like his father. Alright, here we go. It's gonna go for a roll in the hay. Roll, roll, roll in the hay. Went to Candida's chamber and gave her a good tumble. It's good to be the Duke. I fall in love with Candida Spinola. My wife is, well, she likes me. If she finds out, she won't, though. Ah, boy. Where's that force going? It's just gonna sit in Lorraine and just wait for... Ah, okay. He's trying to muster some more men, is he? Bring it, buddy. How's this going? Negative 6.1. Yeah, that's going much faster than the siege in Ulick would have gone. Hildegard Chatenois, my cousin, is now of legal age. She becomes a fortune builder. That's about her only strength right there, is her stewardship. Let's see about getting her married to someone that maybe would not... We're not going to get an ally out of this, are we? Guy's wearing a very... I can't see exactly what it is, but he's wearing a very peculiar helm or mask or something. Bjorn, Count of Hälsingland. Anybody matrilineal? Nah. Just people in my family, basically. Don't want to do that. So it doesn't really matter who I marry off to. I can't get an ally. I can't get anybody to join my court that would have a really good trait in something, you know. So, let's just try to marry her off to, I guess, the most impressive person there is. How do you feel about Norway, dear Hildegard? Would you like to move to Norway? He's 38. No, let's try to find her somebody the same age. Seems more appropriate. Roughly the same age, you know. Someone in his early 20s, maybe. How about Almeric Courtier? Heir to the barony? Yeah, there you go. You could be the wife of a future baron. That's nothing to sneeze at. Let's go for it. You'll lose 300. Sorry, Hildegard, but them's the breaks. Yeah, he's bringing all his forces down south, it looks like. Not sure what he's going to do with them, but... Alright, to the heroic Duke Dietrich IV, blessings upon you and your house. I accept your suggestion, says Baron Magnus. Baron Magnus! Excellent name. I accept your suggestion that Hildegard and Almeric get married. Yay. Hildegard has left my court. College of Cardinals, blah 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 blah. Count Guglielmo! Blah blah blah. Yep, just a bunch of piddly little... Where are you going? That's a Swabian army right there. What's he doing? What is he doing? What are you doing, man? Actually, he doesn't... He's got a not tiny force. Oh, man, he's sieging again. You son of a bitch. Okay, well, my siege is almost done, right? 7.1. 6.3. Okay, I think I can finish this one and then march to Trier before he wins that siege. Dietrich, my son, asks, does God exist? Excellent question, my boy. Well, I'm zealous. I don't even have to think twice about it. Of course he exists. I could tell him about matters of faith, or I could be cynical. I'm obviously not going to choose that one. I would say go to play. Why would I tell him to go play? I think I would just say, certainly, and let me tell you about matters of faith, because I am zealous. I want him to be raised properly in the faith. Yes. So what trait is Dieter going to gain? 90% chance he gains zealous, 10% chance he gains kind. He has gained Zealous. Dietrich has become a true believer and wants to follow the faith. He has gained the Zealous trait. Well, excellent from my character's perspective. Kind of, middling from my perspective. I don't really care that much about Zealous. Increases Martial. That's good, I guess. Oh, actually, that's a more impressive force than I at first believed. No, it's the same. -7. No, it's better, actually. -7.1. Okay, this one's almost over, though. Cardinal Snowid of blah, 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 blah was given a seat in the College of Cardinals. Fine. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Finish it up so I can march on Trier. Siege of Liege. Victorious. Excellent. Puts our war score up to 35. March on Trier and try to relieve the siege there. Lift it, rather. Also, oh my god, I'm almost out of gold. Holy crap. Okay. We'll finish this battle off and then we'll release our mercenaries. I guess as the mercenaries have reinforced, their cost has gone up, which I did not think of. That's alright, we'll use them to win this battle and then we'll ditch them. And hopefully we won't need them again, because it's going to be pretty touch and go after that. Alright. Excellent. Cut his force down by more than half. And lost only about 10% of our force in the process. Very good. Adds to the war score by 8%. 8.1% prestige. 8.1 points of prestige, rather. Very good. Okay, so back to the military. Let's unload our mercenaries. Dismiss hired armies. That's a pretty good chunk of men. But that's also 13 gold per month. Okay. So that'll help quite a bit. Let's see, can we raise more of our own dudes? I'm pressing control so I don't... Oh god, yes, look at all these soldiers we can raise. Pressing control so we don't raise them in places we don't want to... Oh my god, I only have 34 left there. Okay, quick, everyone. Quick, 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 quick. Quickly now, quickly. Gadzooks! I've been caught with my pants down. Defeat in the Battle of Trier. Damn it. Actually, hang on. Don't all meet there. No! I unpaused it. Ah, damn it, I didn't mean to unpause it. Ah, shit. I wanted to pause it and tell this army to wait here, and then I actually unpaused it. So they're gonna get trounced. Well, this was bad management on my part. This is gonna be okay, though. Okay, you know what, everybody, let's go to Metz instead. We'll just sacrifice that force there. Bad management on my part. Defeat in the Battle of Trier, yes, yes, I know. Defeat in the Siege of Trier, god damn it. Gotta take it back now, okay. Victory in the Battle of Metz. Okay, everyone get to Metz, hurry up. The crusade for Jerusalem fails. Jesus, it seems, does not favor the Christian faithful. After a string of defeats and setbacks, Pope Anastasius IV has called off the crusade for Jerusalem against Caliph Latif. Blast! A victory for the Muslims, a black day for Christianity. I have decided to institute the medium crown authority law in the Holy Roman Empire. Your status as my de jure vassal entitles you to a vote on the matter, says Kaiser Leopold of the Holy Roman Empire. Now, currently there's limited crown authority. I actually want a higher crown authority because I'm unable to switch to, say, primogeniture. It has to be at high or absolute. So medium is a step in the right direction, so I will approve. Okay, once this 139 force gets there, come on. We'll combine them. Really? You're gonna get your butt kicked, dude. He's going to lift the siege of Liege. At least he's trying to. Battle of Toul victory! Yay! Okay, hurry up and get there so we can combine armies.